gather with immense pride and joy to celebrate the 9th University Day celebrations of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, deemed to be university, an institution that beautifully blends Indian knowledge traditions with contemporary education, nurturing not just scholars, but responsible, value-driven individuals. To commence today's celebrations on a solemn and auspicious note, I now invite the students of CVV, Nandana V. Reggie, Anakha Anil, and Avantika Anil to recite the prayer followed by the Kulageetam, seeking divine blessings and expressing our pride in our institution. May this invocation set the tone for a meaningful and memorable celebration. I request everyone to remain seated through the prayer and the Kulageetam.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। शांति शांति शांतिः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। विद्या संस्कृति रक्षायेति निदधानं लक्ष्यं हृदये विद्या संस्कृति रक्षायेति निदधानं लक्ष्यं हृदये चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं जयति महोजो धरणितले जयति महोजो धरणितले सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठम् पूर्वपश्चिमौ भूतभवन्तौ सङ्गमयति यत्सुरधामा पूर्वपश्चिमौ भूतभवन्तौ सङ्गमयति यत्सुरधामा पाठन संशोधन मुगसेव्य पाठन संशोधन मुगसेव्य विद्यायत्र परा देवी विद्यायत्र परा देवी सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठम् അതിശയമതിശയത്തെ ജഗതി അതിശയമതിശയത്തെ ജഗതി സുന്ദരം ബന്ധുരം ജ്ഞാനമന്ദിരം സുന്ദരം ബന്ധുരം ജ്ഞാനമന്ദിരം ചിന്മയ വിശ്വവിദ്യാപീഠം ചിന്മയ വിശ്വവിദ്യാപീഠം ചിന്മയ വിശ്വവിദ്യാപീഠം.
Thank you, dear students, for that beautiful rendition. Today, as we celebrate 9 fruitful years of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, we celebrate not just the passage of time, but the purposeful evolution of a vision rooted in Bharatiya wisdom and global relevance. 16th of January, which also marks the foundation day of CVV, is a celebration of a collective journey of learning, discipline, creativity, and service. It is a moment to reflect on our achievements, honor our efforts, and look ahead with renewed purpose and inspiration. Over these 9 years, CVV has grown from a noble aspiration into a vibrant center of learning, upholding academic excellence, fostering innovation, and nurturing character. Guided by the inspiring legacy of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, the university has consistently stood for education that empowers the intellect, enriches the spirit, and serves society. These years have witnessed remarkable milestones, expanding academic programs, impactful research, dynamic cultural expressions, and meaningful community engagement. More importantly, they have shaped confident learners, thoughtful leaders, and compassionate individuals who carry forward the values of integrity, inquiry, and inclusiveness. As we reflect on this journey of 9 years, we do so with gratitude for the visionaries, mentors, faculty, students, and supporters who have been integral to the growth. With a strong foundation and a clear sense of purpose, CVV now looks ahead, ready to scale greater heights, guided by wisdom, inspired by values, and committed to excellence. Let us begin today's celebration with gratitude in our hearts and enthusiasm in our spirit. To mark this sacred moment and to invoke divine blessings for the success of today's celebrations, may I now invite our esteemed dignitaries to the lighting of the ceremonial lamp, symbolizing the dispelling of darkness and the awakening of knowledge, wisdom, and auspicious beginnings. Dignitaries, please.
शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the dignitaries for the completion of that serene activity. To formally commence the proceedings of this University Day celebration, I now welcome Sri Bhavesh B, Joint Secretary CVB Trust and Chief Operating Officer of CVB to deliver the welcome address. Welcome, Bhavesh ji.
Hari Om. Pranams to Parama Puja Gurudev, Swami Chinmayanand ji, Puja Guruji, Swami Tejomayanand ji, Puja Swami Sri Swarupanand ji, and prostration to the entire Guru Parampara. It's my privilege on behalf of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth to extend a warm welcome to everyone gathered here today for the University Day celebrations. University Day is a significant milestone in the history of CVB. It is a moment to reflect on the university's journey, to celebrate its achievements, and reaffirm its commitment to the academic excellence, ethical values, and the service to the society. For Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, this occasion holds a special meaning as we continue to grow as a young university with a clear vision and strong value-based foundation. We, the Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, established in 2017 under the de-novo category for integrating the Indian knowledge systems with the contemporary knowledge systems. We draw inspiration from the timeless Guru Shishya Parampara and far-reaching the vision of Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. Over these years, the university has steadily expanded its academic offerings, strengthened its research and outreach initiatives, and nurtured the vibrant learning community rooted in Indian knowledge systems and contemporary scholarship. At this outset, I offer my respectful pranams to and heartfelt welcome to Puja Swami Swarupanand, our Honorable Chancellor and the Global Head of Chinmaya Mission. Though he is unable to be with us physically today, we remain deeply grateful for his continued guidance, blessings, and visionary leadership, which shape the university's direction and purpose. Swamiji, I extend a warm welcome to you to this gathering. Also, it's my honor to warmly welcome our chief guest, Sri T.P. Srinivasan Sir, IFS, former Ambassador of India and Permanent Representative of the United Nations, Vienna. Also, former Governor for India to the International Atomic Energy Agency and former Ambassador to India to Austria and Slovenia. With a distinguished 37 years career in the Foreign Service, he has served as a Deputy Chief of Mission at the Indian Embassy in Washington, D.C., High Commissioner of India to Kenya, Deputy Permanent Representative of India to United Nations in New York, and Ambassador of India to Fiji and several South Pacific island nations. He rose to the highest level of Indian Foreign Service in 2001 and retired in 2004. In higher education and public policy, he has served as a Vice Chairman and Executive Head of the Kerala State Higher Education Council with the rank of Vice Chancellor and is represented the Director General of Kerala International Center. With a rare convergence of global diplomatic insight, institutional leadership, and sustained engagement with the public thought, we are truly honored to have him with us today. A respected public intellectual, he regularly contributes to the leading national and international publications and continues to engage actively with the academic and policy disclosure. Sir, we are delighted to have you here with us today. Your presence greatly enriches the University Day celebrations. We extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Moving on, I warmly welcome Professor T. Ashokanji, our Acting Vice Chancellor and Dean Academics, whose academic leadership and guidance continue to provide direction and strength to Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. Sir, a heartfelt welcome to this occasion. Now I extend a heartfelt welcome to Dr. Rajendran, our Acting Registrar. Welcome, sir. So, sir is unable to join with us today because we have some other commitments with respect to AICT. And now I extend a cordial welcome to Professor Sunita Grandi, the Dean Student Affairs of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, for a dedicated leadership in nurturing the vibrant, inclusive and value-centered student community. Welcome, Sunita ji. Welcome to this offering. Now I invite Sri Suresh Wadhwani ji, the Managing Trustee of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth Trust, in his absentia here. Welcome, Suresh ji. And a warm welcome to Professor Ramesh Patni sir, Professor Manjula R. Iyer, and all the head of schools, faculty, and students of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. Also, a heartfelt welcome to our program directors, faculty members, whose scholarly dedication and mentorship from the intellectual backbone of this university. I also extend a warm welcome to all those who have joined online, and thank you for being the part of this celebration. As we observe the University Day today, we celebrate not only Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth has achieved so far, but also the possibilities that lie ahead. With a growing academic footprint, an expanded research culture, and steadfast commitment to the values, the university continues to evolve as a space where the knowledge leads to wisdom and education serve as a higher purpose. Finally, to all our distinguished guests, well-wishers, and mentors of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth family, thank you for gracing this occasion and being part of the celebration of the knowledge and purpose. May we all continue to be guided by the light of Gurudev's vision and think deeply, act nobly, and serve selflessly. I invoke the grace and blessings of Puja Gurudev upon all of us gathered here. Thank you so much and Hari Om.
Thank you, Bhaveshji, for the gracious welcome address and for setting a meaningful beginning to today's celebrations. Moving ahead, it's my honor to invite Professor T. Ashokan, Acting Vice Chancellor of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, to deliver the presidential address. Professor T. Ashokan is an experienced academician, an accomplished leader with an illustrious career spanning over 4 decades, having held key positions in various universities including Kannur University, Kerala University, Cochin University of Science and Technology, Calicut University, and Mahatma Gandhi University. He has served as Pro-Vice Chancellor of Kannur University as well. At CVV, he is also the Dean of Academics and Professor in the School of Contemporary Knowledge Systems. Ashokanji is a visionary academic leader whose wisdom, dedication, and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in shaping the university's journey of excellence. I now welcome Ashokanji for the presidential address.
Hari Om, dear students, members of the faculty, staff who are supporting CVV, the dignitaries who are watching this great function, Puja Swami Swarupanji, Swami Tejavanji, trustees of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, trustees of CCMT, trustees of CMECTs across the world, and the most respected dignitary who is with us, Sri T.P. Srinivasan sir, who has marked the era as a legend in the Indian Foreign Service by spending near about 4 decades across the world, living in more than 100 countries, showcased India's image across the world. Sir, we are delighted and are very proud that you are with us today on this stage. So, as we are assembled here, we are celebrating the 9th Foundation Day of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. On the stage, we have Professor Sunita Ganti, who has been continuously keeping in touch with and well-being and looking after the well-being of the student community in the capacity of Dean Student Affairs. Among the audience, we have Professor Patni, Ashok Gandhi, Professor Manjula, and all my other dignitaries. Now, on this auspicious day, I believe it is a great achievement for the humanity because the Ministry of Human Resource, Universities Grants Commission have granted permission to start a university under the de-novo category when Chinmaya Mission was celebrating the 100th birth centenary of Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. We started our journey with no student, no faculty, no building, no infrastructure. Because of the belief, Ministry of Human Resource, Government of India, and MHRD in the yeoman service rendered by Chinmaya Mission in the education service, the government was magnanimous to sanction a university to us. After getting the approval for starting the university, we have built up step by step all the infrastructure, academic, and all other facilities what we are witnessing today. We have landed the 9th year of our establishment. During this period, we secured NAC accreditation, we secured ACT approval, we secured NCT approval. We have been reckoned among one of the prominent universities in the country, basically mean for the promotion of Indian knowledge system. So the uniqueness of our university is that we are making higher education embedded with Indian knowledge system. In the technology education, in the conventional education, in all other spheres of education, we are trying to incorporate the Indian knowledge concept in everywhere possible. Our curricula, syllabus, course structure, everything is being designed like this. So today we are very lucky to have a person like Srinivasan sir, who has been the chairman of the Higher Education Council of Kerala. At that point of time, I was lucky enough to be the vice chancellor of one of the public universities in the country. So we are about to hear his words and advise us. I am extremely thankful to Srinivas sir because of his poor health. He has kept to the word of coming over here all the way from Trivandrum and agreed to address all of you. So I am very thankful to Srinivasan sir. I am not extending my talk because sir is very busy and sir is also not well. So sir have informed me that after his speech, sir want to leave. So I am informing all the participants assembled here, sir will be leaving just because of sir poor health condition. So we have to hear the words from Srivas sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ashokanji, for your insightful and inspiring presidential address that took us through the evolution of CVV. Your vision and guidance have set a strong and meaningful foundation for today's celebrations. At CVV, Guru Parampara, the lineage of cultural, spiritual, and intellectual guidance, has always been central to the pursuit of knowledge and the cultivation of character. At this auspicious moment, we are truly blessed to receive Ashirvachanam, words of grace and guidance from Pujya Swami Swarupanandaji, the Honorable Chancellor of CVV and the global head of the Chinmaya Mission. Pujya Swamiji's life and teachings continue to illuminate the path of education rooted in values, clarity of thought, and spiritual strength. His vision inspires us to integrate wisdom with action, knowledge with character, and learning with service. Though not physically present with us today, his presence is deeply felt through his words. Let us receive his blessings with reverence and gratitude. May I welcome everyone to listen to and reflect on the video message by Pujya Swamiji.
Truth is that which is infinite, which is eternal. And any knowledge, any endeavor that is established in this truth has to be expansive, has to be eternal. Foundation Day of CVV. It is on this day Gurudev's Guru, Sri Taponji Maharaj, attained Mahasamadhi. It was an auspicious day. It is no coincidence that the registration, the permission to start the university came on this very special, auspicious day. Thus, it has got the blessings of one of the highest acclaimed master of Vedanta, Sri Taponji Maharaj. And with his blessings, Pujya Gurudev did all his great work, reaching out to the maximum people. in multiple ways by which we can improve our life at all levels, materially, emotionally, family-wise, spiritually. And his great grand vision to have a university that will eventually revive Indian knowledge system and equip the generations to come with all the wonderful sciences that we have and which we have had, integrating it to make our youth the pioneers, the discoverers, by which they can make the world a much better place. When our actions are rooted in the firm foundations of truth and the values that arises from that vision of oneness, that knowledge not only blesses the individual but blesses the world with that individual, that character. There is greatness in each and every one of us. We have to just unravel the mysteries, the potential that lies in each one. And when we are able to express our infinite potential, the world naturally benefits out of that abundance. All those who have, in big ways or small ways, contributed to this, our university, CVV, I invoke the blessings of the Guru Parampara, of all the great rishis of all the sciences. May their blessings flow through all of us to the world around us. Have a joyful, happy Foundation Day. And when your foundation is so firm, so strong, so beautiful, so joyful, life will be so. Hari Om.
We offer a heartfelt gratitude and pranams to Pujya Swamiji for the inspiring message and blessings. His insights beautifully reaffirmed the true purpose of education at CVV and the essence of life at large. We are truly blessed to receive your guidance, Swamiji. As we proceed further, we now transition to the keynote address. It is my privilege to introduce our distinguished guests of today, Sri T.P. Srinivasan, IFS, a former ambassador and permanent representative of India to the United Nations, Vienna, and Governor for India to the International Atomic Energy Agency, who has also served as India's ambassador to Austria and Slovenia. With a remarkable career spanning 37 years in the Indian Foreign Service, Sri T.P. Srinivasan has held several important diplomatic assignments, including Deputy Chief of Mission at the Indian Embassy in Washington, D.C., High Commissioner of India to Kenya, Deputy Permanent Representative of India to the United Nations in New York, and Ambassador of India to Fiji and 8 other South Pacific island nations. He rose to the highest level in the Indian Foreign Service in 2001 and retired in 2004, bringing with him decades of rich experience in multilateral diplomacy, representing India at numerous international conferences of the United Nations, the Commonwealth, and the Non-Aligned Movement. An accomplished academic, he has also served as the Vice Chairman and Executive Head of the Kerala State Higher Education Council. A respected public intellectual, he regularly contributes articles to leading national and international publications such as the New York Times, Asia Wall Street Journal, the Hindu, and the Times of India. He is also a visiting professor of international relations and chair of the Center for Diaspora Studies at the Central University of Kerala and was a visiting fellow at the Brookings Institution, Washington, D.C. With this extraordinary blend of diplomatic experience, academic excellence, and policy leadership, we are truly honored to have you with us today, sir. May I now invite Sri T.P. Srinivasan IFS to deliver the keynote address on reimagining higher education in India, opportunities and future directions. Welcome, sir.
Distinguished Vice Chancellor, other members of the faculty, students and friends, I must give you an explanation for what the Vice Chancellor said, that I am in poor health. I can assure you I'm not in poor health. What happened was, I was at the Nalanda University before I came here. And the first evening in Nalanda, which is cold, 14 degrees Celsius, there was no heating in my room. So I knew it was a prescription for having a cold, that's all. But I used that as an excuse to leave the various occasions. But talking about health, I must tell you a story. This is by Mr. K.P.S. Menon. You must have all heard about K.P.S. Menon, one of the first foreign secretaries, and he is from nearby, Ottapalam. And when he was ambassador in Moscow, he had a meeting with Stalin. At that time, there was rumor that Stalin is dead. So KPS men were very careful to see that is real Stalin. It could not be anything else. So when he came out, the journalist asked him, "How does he look? How does Mr. Stalin look?" KPS man said, "He looked fit." The next day, Stalin died. So from Moscow, KPS next day went to Hungary and he had a meeting with the president. As KPS Menon was leaving, he said to him, "Your Excellency, you can tell to the world whatever you told me and whatever I told you, but don't tell them I look fit." Anyway, he didn't die afterwards. So it's dangerous to talk about health. But I'm most delighted that I have this opportunity to be here on the Foundation Day. As you may have made out, I'm on a pilgrimage to various universities. And Nalanda and Chinmaya universities are similar in various respects. First of all, you have larger campus than any other university in Kerala, certainly. And Nalanda University has 400 acres. And they have built Nalanda University as it was in the original days, same architecture. It's a beautiful place, but there are no students. They have only about 400 students in 400 acres because it is still being built. That's why I got the cold, because they didn't have the heating. But it's always very energizing to be in an education institution. I am an accidental educationist. From what you read about my bio, you don't find anything about universities or teaching or anything else, except when I was the vice chairman of the Kerala State Higher Education Council. That was in 2011. One midnight, our never sleeping chief minister, you know who it is, Ummanchandi never sleeps. And you can meet him even in his toilet, because he's always available for everybody. So I got this midnight call from him. I was surprised when the chief minister said, "This is chief minister." I said, "Okay, what can I do for you, sir, at this midnight?" He said, "Come to me in the morning tomorrow. I want you to be the vice chairman of the Higher Education Council." I immediately said, "Me? Why?" I said, my only experience is teaching in Marianus College for 1 year. And how am I going to manage so many universities, so many vice chancellors, etc.? He said, don't worry, you come, we'll talk about it. So when I went there, I again repeated that I have no experience of education administration. And diplomacy is so nebulous that it can be used in different circumstances. And there are some diplomats who have become good vice chancellors. He said, I'm not looking for any experience for you. We have enough experience here. We are professors, everybody said. But wherever I go, that is the chief minister said, wherever I go, people ask me, why is higher education in Kerala worse than all the other countries in the world? This question he has been hearing all the time. So he said, I was looking for someone who has seen the world. I don't want you to be a great academic, but you have to tell me why we cannot make any progress in higher education. And you have served in 14 countries, traveled to 100 countries, so there must be some secret that you can reveal. Well, I said, I certainly will accept your offer, but I wanted you to know that I have no experience of administering. But then the clue was very good, that what he had asked me to do was to see how our education system differs from others. Why is it that we are constantly at one place, running but not moving forward? And not that after 5 years I resolved it, but at least I could draw up a blueprint for a liberal education. And I had, of course, several former vice chancellors on my commission. And within about 3 months, we proposed a plan. If it would have been implemented, maybe the Kerala education would have changed beyond recognition. Since we are talking about re-engineering education in Kerala, I must tell you what we tried to do. We concentrated on 6 aspects of education. Number 1, infrastructure. Infrastructure is very poor, not like this. You have a fantastic infrastructure, just like the Nalanda University. But if you go to the private colleges or even government colleges, you will find the situation is very poor. It is leaking. My own college used to leak all the time, so we had to move every day when the rain came. And it's really poor. So first priority. The second was training of teachers. There are many teachers here who may have become teachers without any training, right, in colleges. When I passed my MA examination, the principal of Marianus College called me and said, come and teach tomorrow in Marianus College. I said, sir, my results have not come. He said, doesn't matter, I know you will pass. Come tomorrow. And then he gave me a very handsome salary of 125 rupees per month because my results had not come. The MA I had taken the exam, but I had only the B.Ed qualification. So when I passed the MA, 250 became 450, and then I joined the Foreign Service, 450 became 1,000. That was the kind of progression we had. But nobody is bothered whether teachers are educated or not. I sometimes ask teachers, I used to, how do you prepare for your class? What is your day schedule? Oh, in the morning I buy milk for my children. The teachers come to teach my children. Then I have to prepare my husband to go to office. I asked her, how do you prepare for the classes? And there was no word about preparing for classes. Nobody. That was not part of their agenda. What they do is the same old notebook covered in a brown cover, most of you, and then you go and teach the students the same textbook again and again and again. So where can you go? So I suggested that we must have a university-level training program for teachers. And anyone who wants to become a teacher must spend at least 6 months in this particular institution. Because it was all approved, but so far I have not seen. Because nobody is interested in training for teachers. Teachers have no time. I used to get Nobel Prize winners to come to the Higher Education Council and speak to the teachers. Then I send invitations to all the teachers in Trivandrum. Not even one turns up. So what I used to do was, I had 25 staff in the Higher Education Council. They became very educated because they are listening to Nobel Prize winners. The teachers don't go. When I called the principal, there's no time, sir. We cannot spare them. I said, spare them, you will do well. No. Not a single teacher came to any of the lectures I organized. Then I said, okay, I'll catch them from outside. So I set up a video arrangement in my office and connected me to 6 most important colleges. And the first lecture came, second lecture came, it was fine. Third lecture, all of them reported that their video system had failed. I said, how come all these? Somebody had deliberately pulled the mic off because somebody said, what this man is trying to do is to reduce the staff of the colleges. Because when you have video, so they said, we'll all lose our jobs. So they pulled out. Okay, that is the training story. Then autonomy. Educational institutions cannot function unless they are autonomous. Because you have no problem, you are an independent university. But every university sits on top of these teachers and these principals to make them feel that they have no freedom to do anything. So when I proposed autonomy, management was not happy, teachers were not happy, students were not happy, nobody was happy. Because the management said autonomy means we have responsibility. Now university is sending it down, what do I do? Teachers said we have to do self-assessment of the students. How can we do that? Because if I assess somebody and give him low marks, he will throw a stone at me tomorrow. They don't trust their own judgment of their teachers. So autonomy was not of great interest. Then use of technology in education. Do you know that every college in Kerala has a computer? You go to the principal's room, there is a computer covered in plastic with a flower vase on top of it, which means they never use it. It's a decoration. There is so I used to ask each principal as to what to use. Is there a crisis? What's that? No crisis. So I asked each one of them, do you ever open this computer? No. I said, why? Because she would say, if I open the computer, it will get spoiled. And then when I retire, there will be no pension. So she is keeping this computer for 12 or 15 years on the table and expect to get pension. I tell them I am going to stop your pension today because these computers will never work. That was the amount of technology we had. And I tried to introduce massive open online courses. Remember, this was 15 years ago. It was just catching up. You know, a mathematics student, mathematics teacher from Bangladesh, who was teaching in New York, heard that his nephew was not doing very well. So he told her to talk to him every day at a particular time, and he taught her. And as she was doing, said, why am I teaching only one student? Why don't I teach 1,000 students at the same time? Technology is the same. That is how the massive open online courses came. And these courses were available free of charge to anybody, teachers, students, and no fees. And you will get a degree from Harvard or Cambridge or wherever. Can you believe not a single teacher took massive open line courses? Now, of course, it's all changed. And then last was internationalization. That was the biggest crime that I committed, because I said that we must internationalize our contacts, because we are living in a well. We don't know what is going on around us. Unless you link up other universities, you will not reach anywhere. You will still, Ummanchandi will have the same problem that you are not familiar with what's happening in the world. Again, total zero. So what I was left behind after all these exercises was a number of recommendations. And these recommendations are still there as it is. Nobody has touched it. Other commissions have been appointed and goes on and on. This is the situation in Kerala today. Each government will say that when our government came, we introduced blah, blah, blah. And the biggest attack came from the leftist parties who thought that I was a CIA agent. Honestly, they accused me of. So I said, I must be a clever man. I'm the Indian ambassador and CIA agent at the same time. How can you? Because they said, you are selling the country. So this was my record. So if you ask me now how to reorient our education, I would be very, very pessimistic that we can do anything. Because our mindset is difficult. It is highly politicized education. I have no reflection on the Vice Chancellor, but Vice Chancellors are appointed not because of their excellence. Normally, our Vice Chancellors are appointed for other reasons. We had to 1 year, according to, as per my advice, the governor dismissed the Vice Chancellor because he did not have even the fundamental qualification. So we are caught in this web, and 15 years later, the same people who attacked me in Kovalam Beach, I don't know, you've seen my picture lying on the Kovalam Beach, for advocating private universities. I was not in a swimsuit, I was in a regular suit, lying on the, because they slapped me. So I'm very pessimistic about our ability to reform education. But I'm saying it, maybe I'm exaggerating it because we do not seem to understand the implications of it. Now, the same leftist government has now passed a bill in the assembly saying that private universities will be allowed. They didn't have the courtesy to say this was proposed by a Higher Education Council. No, they made it all their own. They copied my draft and put it in the assembly, and it was passed by the assembly 2 years ago. Where is it? Nobody knows where it is. Because they think private universities will mean lack of direction, because they're all independent. The government will not have control over them. And so that is against their philosophy. But the same government passed the bill in Parliament, and till today it has not been implemented. So what is it that we need to do? The first thing we need to remember is that education has changed in the last 10 years more than it did in the 100 years. In 100 years, nothing happened in education. But in the last 10 years, AI has taken over most of it. So now, education is much better equipped to handle this. And if all of you can become proficient in AI, you will have plenty of spare time to do. You are writing all these notes for your children. Why? Now you don't have to. Just go to ChatGPT and you will get a note. I don't know whether you're using it, because you're not supposed to use it, incidentally. There is a ChatGPT catcher. There's a new program. If you write something and give it to your professor, he'll put it into the ChatGPT program and say 23% is copy, 32% is yours. The 50% we don't know where it came from. But it is such a resource. You don't have to go to 100 and... My daughter-in-law wrote a novel, and she sent it to me yesterday as a script. We are releasing it at the Literature Festival in Kozhikode. So, how do I read this book? Sufficiently in advance before it is on the 27th is the book release. So somebody told me, why are you wasting your time? You don't have to read the book. You ask ChatGPT, what are the main points in this book, and tell us the quality of it. In 2 seconds, I got a beautiful note. And if I was dishonest, I would have just read it out in the Literature Festival. Imagine how much our talents will be left unutilized because of it. Any technology development has worried people. In the Victorian days, when the steam engine was invented, there was a big revolution in UK, saying now that the steam engine has come, we will have no jobs. All our jobs will be done by the steam engine. Honestly, there was, and here when LIC tried to introduce computers, there was a strike in Trivandrum. We don't want computers. So every new invention and new innovation will make life difficult for you. You feel that you will not get the jobs you have. If ChatGPT is having everything, then what do you do in class? The question you will be asked. And you must have all heard about Dr. Ayyappa Panikar, my teacher and a great poet. When Gagarin went to space, everybody was thrilled. Oh, Gagarin has gone to space, he has come back. Great achievement by mankind. Then Ayyappa Panikar sir wrote a small poem. Hey Gagarin Gaganacharan, Pathikan Ennada Vazhi Vittumarin. He opposed Gagarin's trip to the space. You know why? He said, we are poets. We have been writing about the beautiful heaven up there with Mahavishnu lying on the lake of milk, and Kinnaras, Sundaris are also dancing and happy. But Gagarin, when he went there, he didn't find anything. In fact, he said from there, the most beautiful sight is seeing Earth from there. So the most beautiful sight is on Earth, not in heaven. So Dr. Ayyappa Panikar argued that people like me, poor poets, cannot write poetry anymore. Whatever we imagine, we write and nobody will accept us. But he had a solution. He said, change your images. Leave Vishnu out. See where there is something else which Gagarin may have seen up there and use it. He said, you must change your tools. That is what, of course, when he wrote that, everybody was very cynical. Why is he so upset about Gagarin going to space? That's what we are seeing now. Because of ChatGPT, we are losing our emotional involvement in what you are doing. And your creativity. The other day, an 11-year-old girl came to me with a collection of poems. It was beautiful. I read and I looked at her again. She's only 11 years old. And all the images, all the ideas were all of adults. She would not have had any experience of an adult life, love and sex and everything. So I was so impressed that I organized, we have a little international center, organized an opening of her poems. And I was praising her. So at that time, I had not heard of ChatGPT. As I came out, somebody said, do you know that these are ChatGPT poems? I was very disappointed. That's how I first heard about ChatGPT. And what do I do to her? I had praised her so much for this wonderful poetry. And I felt very much cheated by that. So all these you have to get accustomed to new innovation. See, a truck driver who has been driving a truck for 50 years suddenly finds that you don't need a driver for the truck. So what does this 50-year-old man do? He will become a worthless human being. He won't be able to operate a computer. He will still want to drive the truck, but the truck is not available. So what you need to do is to constantly update yourself with technology. There is no escaping it. If you think that, okay, I'll retire at the age of 60, why should I bother about AI? You're wrong. You must catch up with it. In fact, somebody asked me, when ChatGPT comes, we'll all lose our jobs? I said, no. You will not lose your jobs provided you master ChatGPT. If you don't master it, you will lose your jobs. So the question is, not that ChatGPT will take away your jobs, but if you go on top of it and understand, you will get new jobs. You can be a programmer, you can be so many things, much more. So you have to keep moving. And what we are doing in Kerala is that we don't move. Now everybody in the legislature has a computer. They carry it around. But I've never seen them opening it. It's always from papers that they read. So there is a big gap between our use of technology and the way we used to function. So every teacher, every student must make the best use of this opportunity and then adapt it and see how it goes. Do you know ChatGPT took all the examinations in the world, entrance examinations, including India's UPSC examination? Do you know ChatGPT failed in the Indian UPSC examination? They are going to take a next chance next year. Because India's UPSC examination is the hardest in the world. Nobody knows that. So, but they will catch up. Next year probably they will have a ready-made answer to all the UPSC examinations. So unless you catch up with technology and have a consensus among our politicians, even the purpose of education, you call 3 politicians, ask them what is the purpose of education. One will say, my son wants a job, that is the purpose. Somebody will say, no, my son wants to be spiritually enlightened. Another person will say, I want to hold some strikes, it will be useful for my son to know some education. So no 2 political parties will agree even on the purpose of education. Otherwise, how will they catch up with all this happening around us? So like Dr. Panikar said, we should be worried about what is happening. But worrying is not enough. You have to do something about it. And with the same ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, you can master it. Like in America, there are flip schools. I don't know whether you have heard of it. What is a flip school? In class, the teacher helps you with your homework. The teacher doesn't give lectures every day. You're all giving lectures every day, aren't you? Why don't you record it on your mobile phone and give it to the children? Why should you lecture in the class? Let them go home and read and then come back with their homework. And then in the classroom, the teachers do the homework for them. These days you give homework to your children, they take it home and they don't know what to do. They'll first ask their mother, father, neighbor, uncle, brother to do homework. And teachers are happily making lectures and forgetting all about homework. So you flip it. Everybody has a mobile phone these days. All your lectures you record and give it to them. Let them listen to it at leisure. And the classroom, you do your homework with your children. Isn't it such a simple exercise? But we will not do it. So, when you are talking about re-engineering higher education, we have to take into account all these experience that we have and all the technological advancement that we have, and then agree among ourselves as to what kind of education we need, and then implement it. That is the only way. So you cannot re-engineer your education for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. It has to be a continuing process. Well, I can go forever, particularly when you give a diplomat a mic, he will never stop it. But I'll stop here with this message that our education, number 1, there should be a consensus among the political parties. Number 2, we should take technology very seriously. We should do experiments with new methods of teaching. And I can assure you, 5 years from now, there will be no buildings for universities. Do you know that? When I proposed private universities in 2011, our children did not have admission in many colleges. So it made sense to have a private university. Now, how many of your classes are full? There are vacancies all over the place, isn't it? So how do you deal with it? And so 5 years from now, I can assure you, there will be no buildings for universities. You don't need to come to the university. Like they do it at home, everybody, my son and daughter-in-law work at home. It's a nuisance because they are there all the time at home. When we go, it's good for them to be out so that we can enjoy their home. But they are always there. And you cannot talk to them because they are not talking, they're talking into a computer. And if you try to listen, we don't understand anything. So I keep asking my daughter-in-law, what are you talking about? I cannot understand. But I don't have to understand. I get money. So, this is the kind of situation. So similarly, now nobody will come and invest in a university in Kerala because first there are no students. They are all in Canada and Germany. Secondly, there will be no need for buildings. You could have a hologram of a professor from Cambridge coming and sitting with you in your room and teaching you. Wouldn't you be able to do it? No? You can. So you don't have to travel. We don't have to pay you all these huge salaries. So we don't need buildings. We don't need textbooks. That is the happy world that I am hoping and expecting. So thank you very much once again. Coming to Chinmaya is a great pleasure for me because I happen to know Swami Chinmaya. I'll close with that. What happened was when I was 17 years old, when I was in college in Trivandrum, I heard about his Gita Jnana Yajnas. I didn't know anything about spirituality or Bhagavad Gita or anything. But I went once, then I went every year to every talk of his in Trivandrum. And so I accept him as my guru because all that he said at that time have benefited me. And then my personal experience, he came to Moscow when I was the first secretary in our embassy. He came to address the World Parliament of Religions, something like Swami Vivekananda spoke in Chicago. So the ambassador put me with him as his guide. And I traveled with him around the country, several places. And I discovered what a tremendous sense of humor he has. I'm sure you would have all read what he said. The first thing, I took him to the ambassador's house, and his eyes immediately caught something wrong in the embassy residence. Do you know what it was? It was a dancing Ganesha through which a hole was drilled, and on top of it there was an electric light. You see the awkwardness of it? You don't put a wire through Ganesha and put a lamp on top of it. The ambassador thought he had done a great service to Indian culture. Swamiji said, if you don't remove from your house, I am leaving. And then I also went to a party. It is a Russian party. Everybody was there all over the world. And it was totally non-vegetarian. Swamiji doesn't eat any. So I walked with him. Some tomatoes and potatoes we got, nothing else. Because others were all heads of bears and heads of pork and all that. And then when he came back, Swamiji told the ambassador, these parties are very interesting. You know what they do? These animals are walking around and people put just salt and pepper on them and eat them. That's how he described it. That's how you eat non-vegetarian food. And this fascinated me, though. His description was that, they don't cook, they don't do anything. There are so many stories of that kind, very, very, very interesting. But so I'm very happy that I'm here at this institution and to remember him and pay my homage to him. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful keynote address. Your global experience and nuanced perspectives on recent trends, technology, and policies have added great value to our deliberations. We're deeply grateful for your time and contribution. Srinivasan ji has graciously consented to a short Q&A session with all of us. I kindly invite our staff, students, and faculty members to share their questions with our chief guest to make this interaction engaging and meaningful.
Those who have questions, those who want to interact with sir regarding higher educations in Kerala or across India, please do ask questions if anybody.
Good morning, sir. Sir,
Yes.
despite having elite institutions like IITs and IIMs in India, our students prefer to pursue their higher education outside the country. So why do you think it's like that? Or is it because India is slow in adapting foreign institutions to bring India?
But they go out because they want to make more money. That's all. There's no other reason.
Oh, okay, sir.
If they gave you the same salary here, they will come here.
Okay, sir.
You know the difference between a salary between an engineer in Trivandrum and an engineer in New York
Yes.
is at least 100 times. So why should they not go? Because now Trump is going to close down all that. The American dream is fast disappearing. But even Trump cannot do without us. You know that. You know the famous Y2K problem. Have you heard about it?
No.
When the 20th century turned into 21st century, there was a danger of all computers, instead of going on to 2001, would go into 0001. If that happened, then planes would have fallen from the skies, lifts would have stopped, people would have died on the ships, because all computers will turn to 0001. And this people started thinking about it in early 1999. And a large number of youngsters, basically from Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, went to Silicon Valley, and they are the ones who fixed it. And on that day, I was in New York, and we were expecting planes to fall, things not working. Nothing happened. It was very smooth. And that is why United States is so welcoming of Indian technologies. This is something which has happened so recently. So it is the expertise plus the attractions. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In the best interest of time, I urge the next person to ask the question real quick. Thank you.
Yes, last.
Good morning, sir. So, the education system in our country is highly influenced by the British colonization. So, should the institutions in our country focus on Indianizing it or Westernizing it?
I didn't understand it.
So, the
wants to know whether we should Indianize our education or Westernise it.
Of course, Indian education is the best. But that does not mean that we can be content with it. So it depends on what you choose. You have come to this institution because it's Indian education, isn't it? You go to Nalanda, for example. And these are for people who are interested in the higher things in life. But a chemistry student or a physics student need not come to these institutions. They can go somewhere else. So it has to be a mix of both. In fact, we know if you read Vivekananda, which I hope all of you have done, many of the questions we had in our mind are answered if you read Vivekananda. So Indian education, Indian system is good, but unfortunately we are training ourselves for jobs in America. So people won't do that. You have come here because you are dedicated to the nation, your patriotism. But those who think in terms of a high salary and big houses in Washington will not come to these institutions. So Indian education and Western education will be combined together. You must have heard about the new education policy. People oppose it without knowing what is in the Indian education policy. How many of you have read the education policy paper? I don't want to shame you by asking who have read it. Nobody has read it. The government is saying that we don't like the new education policy. If you ask them, there is no answer. So the education policy paper, you must all read, number one. Secondly, it is a revolutionary document. It is not a menu card from which you can pick up a soup and then a hot dish and then a cold dish. It's not like that. What the government of Kerala is doing, they reject the education policy. But then they pick up things like getting extra money. What is it? PM Sri. PM Sri they went and signed. And when they were asked to do certain things, they said, no, we can't do that. Even now, they have not decided whether we should join TMC. You cannot have money and not implement the program. So, new education policy is really a mixture of all this. So, but we haven't yet realized the potential of it. I know, for the year.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, one
Thank
more.
you, sir. We can have one more question. And we are sorry that we cannot have more than 3 questions today because sir has to leave really soon. So one last question.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. You have no questions.
No, sir, we have a question.
Hi sir, my name is Kashanathan. The question is that the AI is booming. The AI is booming. So can it be used in teaching, learning, and research papers in Indian universities? And also, the AI is grown, and most of the people, most of the students are get their things like resources in their tip of their hands. So how can it possible that which makes it more lazier, the people lazier, and how can it affect their learning and creative brain?
No, that is the reason why I've been saying that you need to conquer innovation. Not that anything that happens in the West, if you copy, it will not benefit you. But they have found the seeds of knowledge, and it's for us to grow it. That is why such institutions matter. Because Prime Minister is very much keen about Indian education. And but most of us do not want it. So we have to have a good mix of both. And institutions like yours and Nalanda University are trying to do that, but there are no takers. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
I enjoyed talking to you, and I hope we can talk again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and thank you, dear students. Now it's time to honor the chief guest. As a token of our appreciation and gratitude, we'd like to present a memento to our esteemed chief guest. May I request Ashokanji to present the memento to Srinivasanji. Thank you so much, Srinivasanji, Ashokanji, and Sunitaji. As I already pointed out, our chief guest is about to leave very shortly. So prior to him leaving, we would want him to acknowledge some of our meritorious students. So there would be a little change in our schedule. We are moving our program ahead. And right now, we'll have our chief guest handing over the certificate of merit from the Dean's Merit List to some of our meritorious students. So let us begin with recognizing academic excellence of our students. We begin with awarding the Certificate of Excellence to students who made it to the Dean's Merit List. This certificate is awarded to students who have achieved the highest CGPA in their respective programs, reflecting their hard work, dedication, and outstanding performance in the previous academic year. I request our chief guest, Sri T.P. Srinivasan, to present the certificates to our meritorious students. I also request Professor T. Ashokan, in his capacity as Dean of Academics, to hand over the certificates to the chief guest. I request the students to please come forward in the order in which your names are called to receive the Dean's Merit List Award. Jeeva Lakshmi Suja, BA B.Ed English, first year. Shreya Baiju, BA B.Ed English, second year. Setu Parvati, BA B.Ed English, third year. Amar Kumar Patra, BSc B.Ed Mathematics, first year. Lakshmi Prabha S, BSc B.Ed Mathematics, second year. Anagha Vinita Kumari Baiju, B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering, first year. Sona Monichan, B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering, first year. M. Mohit, B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering, second year. Hanna Susan Elbo, B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, first year. Ramana MD, B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, second year. Meenakshi Vinod, B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering, first year. Alvin C. Sabu, B.Tech in Electronics and Communications Engineering, first year. Rima Mary Abraham, B.Tech in Electronics and Communications Engineering, first year. Gayatri G, Bachelor of Arts in Sanskrit, second year. Nidhi Bino, Bachelor of Business Administration Honours, first year. Eva Robin, Bachelor of Commerce Honours, first year. Krishna Nandakumar, Bachelor of Commerce Honours, second year. Parvati M, Bachelor of Computer Applications Honours, first year. Ashwati Pradeep, Bachelor of Science Honours in Computer Science, first year. Meenakshi M, Bachelor of Science in Applied Psychology Honours, second year. Amrita S. Nair, Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering, Cyber Security, first year. Alok Kumar, Master of Arts in Sanskrit, first year. Reenu Paul, Master of Business Administration, first year. Swati Kannan, Master of Science in Clinical Psychology, first year. We extend our appreciation to the students of CNBG Campus Pune who have joined us online. So let me place on record appreciation for Ayushi Bansal, Master of Arts in Music in Bansuri, first year, and Supriya Roy, Master of Arts in Music in Tabla, first year. With these awards, we conclude the honoring the achievers of the Dean's Merit List. I extend my sincere thanks to Srinivasan ji and Ashokan ji for presenting the awards. As our chief guest is about to leave, and since there has been a little change in the schedule, we sincerely apologize for a brief delay which is about to happen, and we kindly request your patience for a few minutes while we make some minor rearrangements. Thank you so much. Hari Om. Now, let's proceed to another important event of the day, the presentation of the annual report that highlights the university's achievements, progress, and milestones over the year. On behalf of Dr. Rajendran, Registrar in Charge, I invite the Assistant Registrar of CVV, Sri Arun Krishnadas, to present the annual report for 2024-25. With a BTech from MES College and an MBA from the prestigious London School of Commerce, Sri Arun Krishnadas currently serves as Assistant Registrar at CVV. I welcome you to read out the annual report, sir.
Hari Om. Thank you very much for the introduction. Respected dignitaries on the dais, students, teachers, staff members, and my dear colleagues. This is one of the important, as a part of this ceremony, this is one of the most important parts wherein we proclaim, or rather share with every single stakeholder what we have achieved as a university in the past year. So without major ado, I will move on to my task which has been assigned to me. It was supposed to be registrar who should be reading this. Unfortunately, our AICT inspection is happening today, and he's actually occupied with that. So he has asked me to present this, and we'll start with our campus. I still remember in 2018 when I joined in the university, I was also asked to take classes because I was also a teacher before as an assistant professor of MBA in a private college in Kerala. So Manjula ji still remembers, even she came and asked me, Arun, can you take this course? I mean, still you have been teaching this. So I said, fine. And at that point in time, I still remember, there were about only 25 odd students inside the class, only 25, the first batch. And I was fortunate enough to take classes for them. So with that single entity or single building, we have come across 3 facilities and 2 campuses. The facilities are, which is Onakkoor, Lalita Pratishthanam, then at Variam Road, Prajna Pratishthanam, then Velinod, our main headquarters, Adi Shankara Nilayam, and we have an off-campus for performing arts at Kolwan, Pune, which is called Chinmaya Bindu Gurukula. The area of this campus has extended to 72 acres now, and this academic block consists of more than 186,000 square feet. Boys hostel we have right now started with 53,000 square feet. Girls hostel 47,000 square feet. Faculty block of 29,000 square feet and dining blocks of 55,000. And which is nearing completion, buildings which are nearing completion are academic block extension, which is again more than 1 lakh square feet. Boys hostel 2, 51,000 square feet, and girls hostel more than 1 lakh square feet for that as well. Regarding faculty, we started with around 20 odd faculties back in 2017. Now we have moved on to 114 faculties, of which 42 are permanents, probation 37, contract staff are 35. And regarding faculty, I should also include this particular aspect. We have conducted last year National Seminar 1, International Seminar 1, 12 workshops, guest speakers, we have invited 12 numbers, and 103 companies internship our students have gone to. And our faculty have been invited as guest speakers in other universities and other colleges. Out of these 114, 41 were requested to be guest speakers of other previous institutions or premier institutions. So we'll come to the staff information. Altogether, we have 137 staff members in the university as of now. 61 are permanent, 34 on probation, 38 on contracts, and daily wages are 4. With lab instructors, permanent numbers are 4 and contracts on 2. Regarding student information, right now, as of today, we have a strength who are currently studying in the university, 1,667 students, of which 1,413 are undergraduate programs, 195 postgraduates, and 59 PhDs. Last year, in-house scholarships. All of you, I understand that everyone is aware that CVV as a university is providing scholarships from our own funds. So last year, we gave a total of 140 scholarships to our students from in-house funds, totaling to more than 95 lakh rupees. The sports events we have conducted last year, Urja, of which student participation was 650 and more than 300 medals were distributed. And our students have participated in the Association of Indian Universities sports meets, wherein 60 events we have participated, and we have secured 2 state-level medals for the university. And in last year, due to these sports and other extracurricular activities, we have introduced grace marks, which Ashokanji has actually helped me with all the computational work and how to move forward with the grace marks. And we have given 30 students grace marks for their contribution in extracurricular activities. Now, regarding IT infrastructure, we started with 1 lab. Now we have 5 computer labs with 60 desktops, 1 central computer center with 100 desktops, and 1 Gbps, gigabits per second, internet bandwidth, 300 Wi-Fi access points, and 14 NVRs, and 4 enterprise-graded UTM devices. In addition to that, we also follow the sustainable development procedures in the university. We have solar power generations and rainwater harvesting. And regarding the human resource, the major part of any universities are the students, faculty, and staff members. So in order to manage them, we have Zoho as our IT support, or the software that we use, our Zoho. And I'm really proud to say that we still uses in-house, inbuilt student management system done by and beautifully managed by our IT department, which we call it SMS, wherein attendance monitoring, student records, student learning, all those are being incorporated. We talk about funds. When we talk about funds that we receive from outside or external sources, we were fortunate enough to get funds for the FDP program from Atal program. Then ANRF fund we have received. From Ministry of Education, we have received funds. Then private parties are Sri Govindaram Seksaria, Pratiksha Trust, and more than 1 crore we have received for research in optics and photonics. In the previous year, we have started certain centers of excellences, notably Center of Excellence for IKS, CKS Integration and Innovation with the Director. Office of Student Affairs, we started last year for looking into the student affairs of the university. Center for Biomaterials and Sustainable Chemistry. Maharishi Patanjali Chair for Mind and Transcendence under the CKS IKS Integration Center of Excellence. Constitution of Robotics and Automation Research Center. Then establishment of AI Research and Innovation Center. Center for Optics and Photonics. And last year, we have a psychological wellness and support center established with a full-time counselor, psychological counselor being appointed in the university. And there is one more thing. We have commenced the Ethical Clearance Committee as constituted, as mandated by the National Ethical Guidelines for biomedical and health research involving human participants. Now, the major highlight of what we have achieved as a university last year is the NAC accreditation process. Every single person, every single entity, every single stakeholder, including trust, university staff, the faculty, the students, every single one coordinated, and we were fortunate enough in the first attempt itself, we scored a grade of B++, with a CGPA of 2.78 in the first attempt itself. This is a commendable achievement for a university which has been here only for less than 10 years. So that's a commendable achievement that we have. And this shows the progress that we have done. I would say it's an exponential progress that we have made back from when I look back from 2018. Then we are participating in NIRF ranking for overall and sustainable development goals in category. And ISO quality management system, we have 9001 2015 certification, as well as 21001 2018 for green audit certificate. The last part we come across are the convocations and the placements. Last year convocation was held on 25th October 2025 at Hotel Le Meridien at Ernakulam. The chief guest of that occasion was Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe, Chairman of the Executive Committee of NAC. Guest of honor was Padma Bhushan awardee Chris Gopalakrishnan or S. Gopalakrishnan, co-founder of Infosys. Dr. Onakkoor AG, CEO and endocrinologist, Chellaram Diabetes Institute. And during the convocation, we awarded 243 students, 183 were regular students, 5 supplementaries, and 53 PG Diploma Advaita Vedanta. And last year, we awarded 2 PhDs in the university. Regarding placements, this is a good trend that we have seen. Everybody boasts about placements, but in this university, all the students were moving towards learning, towards much more higher education categories. So I was really surprised when I saw these numbers, but when I inquired, almost all of the students, I would say thank you to the teachers, because you have imbibed that particular knowledge-seeking skill in the students, that almost all of them wants to go for higher educations in India or abroad. In premier institutions, we have students who got themselves admitted to IIMs and IITs for doctoral programs as well as for PG programs. So last year we had offer letters received only 28. However, most of them moved on towards higher education. So when you look back in the last year, we have made a tremendous improvements as a university and as an institution and as a collective entity. And I hope moving forward we'll be moving towards a grander scale, which will showcase us as a torchbearer for the higher education system, at least in the state of Kerala. Thank you very much, and Hari Om.
Thank you, Arunji, for detailed annual report. The report has indeed provided us with valuable insights into the university's journey over the past year, from outstanding curricular and co-curricular achievements, significant infrastructural developments, vibrant student, staff and faculty engagements, to notable progress in accreditations including NAC and AICTE. Your detailed presentation reminds us of the collective efforts, dedication and vision that continue to shape Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth into a thriving center of knowledge and holistic education. Thank you so much, sir. We now move to the next set of awards, the co-curricular and extracurricular awards, to honor the creativity, talent and dedication of our students beyond academics, recognizing their contributions in sports, arts, clubs, quizzes, innovation projects and various other activities at regional, state, national and international platforms. I request Professor Sunitha Granthi, Dean of Students Affairs, to present the certificates to the winners. I request the students to please come forward in the order in which your names are called. Dear students, please come forward in the order in which your names are being called. Let me call upon stage first Shivanandana S, BTech AIML, for winning a second prize at the national level in the Khelo India Championship organized by the Sports Authority of India. Next we have Amrit Kumar Gujadur, BA Sanskrit, for winning second prize in Shastra quiz at the national level at National Sanskrit University, Tirupati. Now we have Sri Lakshmi Dinesh, BSc Applied Psychology, for winning the Best Research Paper Award at IBS Bangalore in the international level. Next, we have Abdul Samad, BTech ECE. He has won the second prize at the 34th Kerala State Senior Wushu Championship. Next in the list is Gayatri G of BA Sanskrit for winning the first prize in Vedanta Vakhyartha competition in the state level. Congratulations, winners. Moving on, let us now invite our students from the integrated education courses who have successfully cleared the KTET examination by the Government of Kerala. Let me call upon stage Satish Kumar V of BSc B.Ed Mathematics. Gayatri Janet P of BA B.Ed English. And Neeraja MS of BA B.Ed English. Congratulations to all the KTET winners. Let us continue with the next set of achievements. It is a matter of pride that a team from CVV participated in the Singapore Autonomous Underwater Vehicle Challenge held at Singapore Polytechnic and rose to rank 12, showcasing their technical expertise on an international platform. Let me call upon Nivedita S. Nair, who represented CVV at the Singapore Autonomous Underwater Vehicle Challenge. Nivedita S. Nair from BTech AIML. Congratulations, Nivedita. On this occasion, let me place on record the role of Ms. Anupama Jims, Assistant Professor of IST, for meticulously mentoring this team. Moving on, the Smart India Hackathon is a prestigious national level initiative of the Ministry of Education, Government of India that encourages students to develop innovative solutions to real-world challenges. We are proud to announce that a team from CVV emerged as finalists in the Smart India Hackathon, showcasing their creativity, teamwork, and problem-solving skills at the national level. I request the team members to collect your certificates of appreciation. Karthik G. Nambiar from BCom. KK Sai Krishna from BCom. Navaneet Krishna, once again from BCom. And finally, we have Shreya Shaijash from BTech Cybersecurity. Congratulations, team. Let us take a moment to appreciate Dr. Robin George, Assistant Professor of IST, for the valuable support he extended to the hackathon team. We now take pride in recognizing an exceptionally accomplished student whose accomplishments span state and national levels in Sanskrit scholarship and literary excellence. Let us welcome Alok Kumar, a student of MA Sanskrit, who has won multiple first prizes at state level and national level competitions at prestigious venues like the Central Sanskrit University, New Delhi, Samskrita Bharati, National Sanskrit University, Tirupati, etc. He's also a UGC NET and JRF qualifier. Congratulations, Alok. Once again, in the online mode, from CNBG Campus Pune, we would like to acknowledge Ms. Shruti Kulkarni, MA Hindustani Vocal, for being awarded Grade B in Light Music by All India Radio, and Mr. Ayush Bansal, MA Music Bansuri, for qualifying UGC NET. With this, we conclude the Student Awards, celebrating the talent, dedication, and outstanding achievements of our students. I extend my thanks to Sunita ji and Ashokan ji for graciously presenting the awards and honoring the achievers. We We now turn our attention to the remarkable achievements of our faculty members. This is a moment to recognize them for their high standard publications, contribution to IKS, funded projects, receipt of international awards, international professional qualification, etc. Their dedication, scholarship and contributions in academics, research, innovation and institutional development, which continue to elevate the standards of excellence at CVB. I request Ashokanji to present the Certificate of Excellence to the winners. I request the faculty members to come forward in the order in which your names are being announced. I welcome Dr. Sudarshan Chiplunkar, Associate Professor, LLS, for publishing 4 research papers in IKS journals, 2 books in IKS, and another book publication affiliated to Central Sanskrit University, New Delhi. Congratulations, sir. Let me now welcome Dr. Praveen KM, Associate Professor of the Institute of Science and Technology, for publishing his research paper in Q2 research journals indexed on the Web of Science and Scopus, for another book chapter in Scopus, and also for securing funds for the AICTE Atal FTP, and for also having successfully completed the Vedanta Vijnana course by SIF. Congratulations, Praveenji. Now we have Dr. Bindushree AR, Associate Professor from EGCS. She has published a Q1 Scopus publication, and also she has successfully completed an IKS course called the Foundations of Vedanta offered by SIF. And in her absentia, I request her research scholar to receive the certificate. Next in the list is Dr. Shiju E, Assistant Professor at the Institute of Science and Technology, for having published in Scopus and also having secured a remarkable fund for his optics project at CVB. Congratulations, Shiju sir. Next we have Dr. Sayan Kumar Pal, Assistant Professor, Institute of Science and Technology. He's being recognized for his international conference funded by Anusandhan National Research Foundation, Government of India, through ITS policy at Czech Technical University, Prague, Czech Republic. Congratulations, Sayanji. Next we have Dr. Sanita AC, Assistant Professor in the School of Contemporary Knowledge Systems, for successfully clearing the Chartered Wealth Manager certification from the American Academy of Financial Management and CMA Intermediate from ICMAI. Congratulations, Sanita ji. Now let me call upon Dr. Uma Narayanan, Senior Assistant Professor, Institute of Science and Technology, for a Q2 Scopus publication. I welcome Dr. Reshma S., Assistant Professor of the Institute of Science and Technology, yet again for a Q2 Scopus publication. Let me welcome Mr. Vijay Sabu, Assistant Professor in Vedic Knowledge System, for a gold medal in the Senior Rhythmic Pair category at the 6th Asian Yogasana Championship at UAE. Congratulations, Vijayji. Now I invite Dr. K.R.N. Ashwini, Assistant Professor at the Institute of Science and Technology, for a Q2 Scopus Indexed Conference publication, and also for winning the Best Paper Presenter Award in the 5th IEEE International Conference. Welcome, Ashwini ji. Finally, in this list, we have one more person. Let me call upon Mr. Atul Ravi, Assistant Professor in the Institute of Science and Technology, for securing funds for the AICT Adal FTP and also the Prana Sense project as co-PI. Welcome, Atulji. Congratulations to all the winners. We now move on to one of the most distinguished segments of today's celebration, the Special Awards category. This category honors faculty members who truly lead by example, individuals who are versatile, multi-talented, and exceptional in the breadth and impact of their contributions. Their work extends beyond classrooms and publications, shaping research, innovation, national initiatives, and institutional growth. In this Special Awards category, we are proud to recognize two such outstanding achievers this year. I invite Dr. Ranju Chandran, Assistant Professor of CKS, to receive the certificate. Dr. Ranju Chandran has 3 Q1 Scopus publications, 1 C category publication, and 4 NPTEL awards to her credit. She has also successfully completed the IKS course, Foundations of Vedanta. Hearty congratulations, Ranjuji. Next, I welcome Ms. Anupama Jims, Assistant Dean, External Affairs and Internationalization, Director, Innovation and Incubation Center, Director, Oceanic AI Lab and Assistant Professor at IAST, for securing an Indian utility patent for carrying out the Indian Arctic Expedition Project as a principal investigator funded by the Government of India, for setting up the AI Innovation and Research Center, and for bagging the Best Paper Award at the International Conference on AI for Oceans at SRM University. Congratulations, Anupama ji. With this, we conclude the faculty awards, celebrating excellence and remarkable achievements of our esteemed faculty members. Let us once again applaud all our awardees for their outstanding contributions to the university. And thank you, Ashokan ji, and thank you, Sunitha ji, for doing the honors. Kindly be seated. At this moment, let us now honor the pillars of CVV, some of our staff members who have been with the university right from its inception. Their dedication, commitment, and tireless efforts have been the backbone of every milestone we have achieved. From the earliest days of laying foundations to the present moment of growth and recognition, their hard work, perseverance, and unwavering support have made CVV what it is today. May I request Ashokan ji to present a token of our appreciation to our longest serving staff members. I now invite our senior most staff members to come forward one by one to receive the honor. In the order of their seniority, in the first place, I'd like to acknowledge Ms. Pramodini Chittaranjan Rao, who is joining us online from CNBG. Congratulations, Pramodini ji. Now I invite Ms. Jayalakshmi Nanda onto the stage. Congratulations, Jayalakshmi ji. I'd like to also acknowledge Ms. Shobha S. Iyer, who's also joining us online from CNBG. Congratulations, Shobha ji. Next on the list, we have Mr. Yashwant Murar Dadavati, once again joining us online from CNBG. Congratulations, Yashwant ji. Now, may I welcome to stage Ms. Savita ji. Congratulations, Savita ji. Next, I invite Ms. Anupama Vijayakumar. Now I invite Ms. Sini Vijayan. Let me invite Mr. Shrikant Menon onto the stage. Shrikant ji, please come over to the stage. Okay. On his behalf, I request his wife Ramya ji to collect the certificate. Congratulations, Shrikant ji, and thank you, Ramya ji. Next, we have Mr. Jay Shankar Vivi. Let me now invite Mr. Arun Kumar S.A. I believe he has not been able to come today. With that, we come to the end of the long-serving staff members at CVV, and now we have a special category, which is the long-serving faculty member of CVV, and I invite Dr. Abha Mohan, Assistant Dean, Student Activity Engagement, and Associate Professor in the School of Contemporary Knowledge System, to receive the certificate from Ashokan ji. Congratulations, Abaji, and we are totally mindful that you're caught off guard, but you truly deserve to be celebrated, Abaji. Congratulations once again. With this, we conclude all the awards for today, celebrating the outstanding achievements of our students, faculty, and staff. Let us once again give a big round of applause to all our awardees for their dedication, talent, and remarkable contributions to CVV. Let us now move forward to the next segment. To reaffirm our commitment to the ideals and values of the Chinmaya Mission, I now invite everyone to participate in the Chinmaya Mission Pledge. The Chinmaya Mission Pledge is more than a recitation. It is a solemn commitment to uphold the values of truth, discipline, selflessness, and service in our daily lives. I welcome Sri Bhavesh B., Joint Secretary CVV Trust and Chief Operating Officer of CVV, to lead the pledge. I request everyone to join as Bhaveji guides us through the pledge.
I request all of you to raise. Keep your right hand on the heart and please repeat after me. We stand as a family, bound to each other with love and respect. We serve as an army, courageous and disciplined, ever ready to fight against all low tendencies and false values, within and without us. We live honestly the noble life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. We seek the Lord's grace to keep us on the path of virtue, courage, and wisdom. May Thy grace and blessings flow through us to the world around us. We believe that the service of our country is a service of the Lord of Lords, and devotion to the people is a devotion to the Supreme Self. We know our responsibilities. Give us the ability and courage to fulfill them. Om Tat Sat. Thank you and Hari Om.
Thank you, Bhaveshji, for leading us in the pledge. To bring the formal function to a close, it is my privilege to invite Professor Sunitha Granthi, Dean of Student Affairs, to deliver the vote of thanks. Dr. Sunitha Granthi is a passionate organic chemist by profession. She holds a PhD from IIT Chennai and a postdoctoral fellowship from K. Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio, US. She has numerous publications and patents to her credit. Through her tireless dedication and exemplary leadership, she has greatly contributed to the holistic development of our students, the smooth organization of university activities, and the nurturing of a vibrant, inclusive campus community. I invite Sunithaji to deliver the vote of thanks.
Hari Om everyone. So, this is the moment where we really take some time to offer our gratitude and thanks to everything that makes this university possible. I want to start off first with being part of Chinmaya Mission. Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, being part of Chinmaya Mission, is celebrating the 75th anniversary this year. So we're very grateful to Chinmaya Mission with Pujya Swami Chinmayananji. So we're grateful to Swami Chinmayananji to lead us and give us this vision and the mission to have this university here. We want to thank Pujya Swami Tejomayananji, our very first Chancellor, who has really started this university for us. We want to thank Pujya Swami Swarupananji, whose vision and is a guiding light and who is really keeping the pulse of everything possible in this university and making sure that we all are following the vision and the mission of Bharat itself in integration of Indian knowledge systems into every contemporary subject that we have here. I would like to start first also with thanking our chief guest today, Sri T.P. Srinivasan, who, in spite of his age, really took the time and effort. And to make this possible, it was our own Professor Binduji who actually made the connection, and through her, we were able to make this. So let's give a big round to make this possible. I want to thank our very esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor Ashokanji, with his dedication and continuous inspiration for all of us, every single day, moment to moment, guiding us and has brought us to this 9th year. So let us please thank him by giving a big round of applause to Professor Ashokanji. I want to thank our registrar in charge, Dr. Rajendran, who in a very short time has been helping us, really setting foot everything that is possible to lead us to the next level. And as you know, he's already with his dedication is with AICT today, taking care of what is necessary for today. So let us thank him. I also want to thank Pujya Swami Advayananji as a trustee who has been guiding us, and also all the trustees, Suresh Wadwaniji, Dr. Apparao Mukhammala, Dr. Jagdish Murjani ji, Manisha ji, Suresh Mohan ji, and also a huge backbone of support that we have on this particular university day. It is, we want to thank all of them in the role of trustees to keep this going, to keep the university going. So let's please give a big round of applause to all our trustees who are helping us with this. And now, let's talk about today itself. Coming to the 9th year and putting this whole thing possible has been really something with all of us as one family has gotten together, but in the form of various committees, which I want to start thanking the various committees that have worked together on this. So let's start with the convener of this day itself, which is our own Dr. Abha Mohan. Let's give a big round for Dr. Abha Mohan and her entire team of Dr. Raisenji, Dr. Susan, and with a lot of help from Girija, who has really got the communication going, connecting with people, really connecting with all the faculty, getting the information, connecting with the students, making sure the student awards, achievements, everything was made possible itself. So that is really a huge amount of work that is really required in this area. Now, they were really part of the overall coordination, but they were greatly helped with many other committees which you would have seen who are silently working here, starting with really getting this stage and the whole infrastructure ready here. So this was with Mr. Shri Abinji and Narayanji, Subhashji, Dr. Merin, Dr. Reshmi, Dr. Robin. They were all part of the venue and the stage committee which made this happen. So let's give a big round to the stage and the management committee here. Again, this whole reception of getting people around here, making them welcome, making sure we are all seated, all this was in the hands of the invitation and the delegate reception committee, headed by Dr. Ambaliji, Dr. Merin, Dr. Georgian, Dr. Ashwini, Dr. Dinta Muralidharan, Ms. Amalu Katunilam, Sharadji, and Sijaji. Let's give a big round of applause and our gratitude to all of them for making this happen. And of course, how can we forget the wonderful lunch which we're going to receive and the breakfast we had? It is none other than our food committee, headed by Shri Sandeep ji, and very ably supported by Dr. Rajneesh ji and Dr. Kavita Rajan, Dr. Uma Narayanan, and Dr. Soumya Verma. Thank you very much. Now, I'm sure you heard the report and you heard a lot of things. Now, all this has been possible by our own registry staff, Shri Arun Krishnadas ji. Thank you very much, Dr. Arun ji. Very, very ably helped in the area of delivering it by Dr. Smriti Venugopal ji, Ms. Sneha Gopinath, and Dr. Neela Raji. So please give a big hand. It's not easy to make sure everything is in order and to be able to deliver it. So really appreciate your efforts in this. And of course, you know, everything is going live. Our media team is behind, in and through everything out here, taking the photographs, making sure the videos come out well, putting it into YouTube. All this is in the very able leadership of Shri Sarat Chandran ji, who is helped by Shri Jai Shankar, Hari Krishnan ji, all of them. So please give a big hand, the silent workers behind everything that is made possible. And of course, logistics, arrangement, transportation. This is with Shri Shrikant Menon and Shri Hari Krishnan ji, tirelessly working, hardly sleeping. You can call them in the middle of the night. They are there to pick up the phone and making sure we're all able to come here and enjoy the function. Please give a big hand to logistics, arrangement. And our safety and security team, Nirmal ji and his entire staff of security and the housekeeping, all of them, Dr. Bindu ji, Mr. Atul Ravi, all of them have worked tirelessly to ensure that, you know, nothing goes wrong. The discipline that is to be given, training the students, making sure the students are sitting properly here, all this. So please, let's thank them for their great support in making sure this is all possible. And finally, of course, I want to also take the time to thank our students who delivered the players and the beautiful Kulageetam and really set the tone for today. And I want to thank our cultural team ahead of time. I'm sure we'll thank them again because they have prepared a wonderful cultural feast for us today. So let's thank them, all our students. And finally, I want to take the time to thank all our faculty members who are tirelessly working for the university to make sure our students are really being nurtured into great individuals to serve Bharat. Our own students who are here and who have been listening carefully and for the wonderful questions that they asked today. All our staff members who are behind the scenes working and making this university a great place. So thank you, Hari Om, and let's look forward to a cultural feast very soon.
Thank you so much, Sunitaji. Your thoughtful words have gracefully acknowledged everyone's contribution and brought today's formal procedure to a meaningful close. We will now proceed to the annual recap video capturing achievements, milestones, and memorable moments. May I request the dignitaries to take your seats among the audience and enjoy the special segment. I request a moment of patience from the audience as the media team sets up indeed a very, very beautiful video. We sincerely appreciate our media team at CVV for their creativity and hard work in crafting this in a very visually stunning and heartwarming way. Thank you so much, Team CVV Media. Having celebrated the achievements and milestones of CVV, it is now time to delight in a much-awaited musical treat of the day. Let us sit back and enjoy and be enthralled by the talents of Chitswara Music Club as they bring to life the spirit, energy, and cultural richness of our university. Before we begin, I kindly request a moment of patience from the audience as the team sets up their instruments. Once ready, let's welcome them with a warm round of applause. To set the stage with melody and rhythm, we present a power-packed team of musicians with achievements spanning state and national awards, television platforms, and extensive stage experience. Leading the vocals are Ashwin Unnikrishnan, a CBSE state winner, Keralotsavam and Sarasmela awardee with over 100 stage performances, and Aravind Ajit, a state A-grade violinist and CCRT scholarship holder. On keyboard and vocals is Adarsh P. Harish, a CBSE state winner and TV reality show contestant. On the flute, State Kalolsavam winner Arun S. Menon. On Mridangam, Varun V., a multiple prize winner. On drums and percussion, Lalit V. and Vaishnav Rajiv, both Pratibha Arts Fest awardees. And on lead guitar, we have Varun Jayachandran, a gifted, self-taught musician. Competed in Kala Pratibha school level multiple times. He has won CBSE District Kalolsavam competitions. He has performed in 100+ stage shows. He has composed music at the age of 16, and he is also the co-founder and lead vocalist of the band Project Gagan. We have Aravind Ajit from BTech CSE Data Science, who has a state A grade in classical and light music in his 8th standard, 11th standard, and 12th standard. He has a CCRT junior level scholarship, and he also is a cultural champion in his school and college. He is a co-founder and lead vocalist of the band Project Gagan, and he has also performed in multiple stage shows. Then we have Adarsh P. Harish, BTech CSE. He is a keyboardist and vocalist. He was a contestant of the Surya Super Singer, and he has also competed in the Flowers Top Singer. He is also a recipient of the state awards at CBSE Kalolsa. He has performed with Ramesh Narayanan and Madhu Balakrishnan, and he has also played the child role of Mohanlal in the movie Lucifer. He is also the co-founder, keyboardist and vocalist in the band Project Gagan. Then we have Arun S. Menon from BA B.Ed English, who is a flutist. He is also a winner of the State Kalolsavam in the Eastern Wind Instrument. He has also won A grade in the Kerala Kalolsavam Orchestra, And he was also the recipient of the first prize and A grade in the Eastern Wind Instrument in Pratibha Arts Fest. He is the flutist in band project Gagan. And we have Varun V from BCom ACCA, who is a Mridangam player or Mridangist. He has a grade 4 certificate from the Trinity College of London in keyboard theory and practical. He has also participated in Bharat Seva Samaj, and he has completed Swarapurna and Ganapurna levels in Mridangam. He also has won the first prize in Mridangam at Attam Nagara Sabha and Sri Purna Trayesha Sangeeta Sabha. He has won a third prize in Mridangam at Sri Purna Trayesha Sangeeta Sabha. And we have Lalit V, who's from BCom ACCA, who is a drummer and percussionist in the band. He has also he also has a certificate, grade 1 certificate in rock and pop drums from the Trinity College of London. And he also won the second prize in Indian percussion in Pratibha Arts Fest 2025. Then we have Vaishnav Rajiv from BTech Cyber Security, who again is a percussionist and drummer. And he's the second prize winner in Western Percussions Arts Fest. He has also won the first prize in Himachal folk song in cluster level, and he is also a part of the band Project Gagan as percussionist. Finally, we have Varun Jayachandran, who is a self-taught leading guitarist, whose journey is truly inspiring. He is a student of BCom ACCA. Without formal training, he has mastered the instrument through self-learning, dedication and practice, and he today performs with the skill and confidence of a professional guitarist, proving that passion and perseverance can create excellence. A warm welcome to the whole team, and we are looking forward to wonderful presentations.
മോട്ടറിൽ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ Check, 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 check. Hello. Vasudevasudam Devam Kamsachanuramardhanam Kamsachanuramardhanam Devaki Devaki Paramanandam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagadguru Krishna Vande Jagadguru Krishna Vande Rangapura Vihara Sri Rangapura Vihara Jaya Kodanda Ramavadar Raghuvira Sri Rangapura Vihara Anga Janaka Anga Janaka Davana Sarange Ganga Shamananga Viharinga Sadaya Pagasasa Ranga Pura Vihara കുറുവാലിക്കിളിയേ കുറുവാലിക്കിളിയേ കുറുമുറുക്കി കൂട്ടുവിളിക്കുന്നേ മാരവന്റെ കൂകി കുറുകി കൂട്ടുവിളിക്കുന്നേ
हो जाते उनके नर्म होठों से मगर जिंदी रहती हूँ मैं अपने कलमों के सिलसिले क्या करो कैसे कहो रात कब कैसे ढले നാണങ്ങൾ കണ്ണിലെ ശിവന്തളേ മഞ്ചളേ മഞ്ചിലെ
ചെക്കലടിയും മുമ്പേ ദയ്യം താരോ ചെമ്പട്ടു വീശും മുമ്പേ ദയ്യം താരോ ചെമ്പാവും പാടത്തെ ചാത്തനും നീലിയും തമ്പ്രാൻ പടിക ചെന്നേ ദയ്യം താരോ
കൊണ്ട് കാച്ചി കുടിക്കാനായി അതിക്കിടി കിടാതിരുയത്താ തകതാരതകതിമിതാരതകതിമിതാരതകതിമിതോ 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 തകതാരതകതിമിതാരതകതിമിതാരതകതിമിതോ. ഗവബനി സമാഗ പനി സമാഗ
കൊല്ലമോണം വന്നേറിയം താരോ കാളിമല തര തമ്പ്രാൻ പൊടിമല തേടി നട കൊല്ല നേറിയം താരോ താരോ
പരിചയം താരോ പട്ടിഫലം തിരിഞ്ഞേറിയം താരോ കണ്ണോട് കണ്ണിലും ചുറ്റി നടന്നേ പെക്കം നടന്നേറിയം താ തകതാരതാരോ ധാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിതോ തകതാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിതോ ധാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിതോ തകതാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിതോ 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 തകതാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിധാരതഗതിമിതോ.
ഔട്ട് കുറച്ച് ഔട്ട് ഔട്ട്. ബാധിക്കയില്ല നൂനം യാദവാധിപ നിന്നെ യാദവാധിപ നിന്നെ മോദം
केतन अजित हरे जय माधव विष्णु अजमुख देव नर अजमुख देव नर विजय सरद साधु
चंद्रचूड शिवशंकर पार्वती रमण निनगे नमो नमो चंद्रचूड शिवशंकर पार्वती रमण निनगे नमो नमो सुंदरतर विनायकधर सुंदरतर विनायक हर हर गंगाधर गज सर्वांबरधर गंगाधर गज सर्वांबरधर चंद्रचूड शिव शंकर पार्वती रमण निनगे नमो नमो सद्यो जातमं वदनं गङ्गाचन्द्रसमागमतीर्थम् अमृतं ज्ञानमायुणरुं दुडियो वेदकलामृतपुण्यं प्रकृतियुं निन्निल विकृतियुं निन्निल സ്വരങ്ങളിലായി ലയങ്ങളിലായി ശക്തി സ്വരൂപം ഓം ശിവോഹം ശ്രീ ശിവോഹം ഓം ശിവോഹം രുദ്രം ശ്രീകരം कोरलि वसिमरुद्राक्ष धरिसिद परम वैष्णवनु गरुडगमन नम पुरंदर विठल प्राणप्रियनु चंद्रचूड शिव शंकर पार्वती रमण निनगे नमो नमो चंद्रचूड शिव शंकर पार्वती रमण निनगे नमो नमो
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that captivating and power-packed performance, my dear boy. Your talent and your performance, it gives us the true vibe of CVV cultural spirit. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the members. With that spectacular performance, we come to the close of the formal proceedings of the University Day. Let us conclude with the Shanti Mantra, followed by the national anthem. I call upon Ashwin Unnikrishnan, Adarsh P. Harish, and Aravind Ajit for the recital of the Shanti Mantra and the national anthem. I request everyone to kindly rise for the same.
पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद जय
As we bring the inaugural session to an end, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the